Hey everyone, it's Kat. I'm a casual gamer and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are doing my January 2019 pickups, which is the first pickups of the year. Very exciting stuff, and also the first time that I am doing a pickups video in front of the camera. The last video that I did sitting down in front of the camera has been a few months now. I just figured I'd try something new, and you never really get good at something unless you step out of your comfort zone. So please bear with me and let's get on to the video. By the way, welcome to all the new subscribers. Hello, thank you for joining. And if you aren't subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button and liking down below if you want to see more content like this. I do gaming videos from retro all the way to current gen. And a quick channel update going into 2019, you will continue to see more pickup videos from me. I also want to attempt doing some let's play videos, some gameplay, and maybe do some streaming. This channel was started because I wanted to share my love of gaming to you all. This community has been nothing but welcoming and supportive, and I'm very excited to continue on this whole YouTube thing. I stopped making videos for a few months last year leading up to the holidays because I went through some changes in my career, and that basically took up the rest of my attention. I unfortunately had to step away from this whole YouTube hobby, as well as the retro video game collecting and playing video games in general. Like I'm sure I've said in a previous video before, I'm a casual gamer, not just on YouTube, but also in real life. And there are many other things that come up in life that take priority over this. Life happens, and there are things that comes up that we can't avoid, and we are not all monetized on YouTube. So the time that I spend on this is time away from my primary business and job. So with that said, I will continue to set aside as much time as I can for this channel. I absolutely am grateful for all the support that I've received so far, and I'm excited for this year and for making more videos for you. I feel like I start all of my videos just blabbing on about something that is not the topic that we're supposed to be discussing. So if you're here for the haul, here it goes. For the month of January, I definitely didn't expect to pick up as much as I did. It's not very many, and I like to think that I focused on quality, not quantity this month, but I am so excited about one of the pickups that I got, which we'll leave for last, save the best for last. But I suppose I'll just get started on my first one. I have all of my pickups to the side here, so if I'm glancing over, that's where I'm looking. So why don't we start with the only Xbox One game that I got, and that is Guitar Hero Live. You might actually be able to see a little bit of the guitar just to the side here. I have already played with it, and it's so much fun. It is a little too bad that they stopped the support for Guitar Hero Live TV, I believe it's called, early in December last year. I know it's an old game, but it still has some pretty great songs on it. The next item I picked up this month probably comes to no surprise if you've been watching my channel for at least a little while. It's a little obvious that I like my handheld games and I love Game Boys. But also on top of that, I've been really enjoying red handhelds and red consoles, red gaming, anything lately. And I have a little section of that just right behind me with my red handhelds. So I got this red Game Boy Advance SP. It doesn't have a charge currently, but I am very excited to get my hands on this. I feel like I say that for everything, but I am excited to add to my collection all the time. It's a 001 model, which means it's the front light screen. Really happy to add that to my red handheld little collection. So I'm just gonna put that back there. And there it is. For the Game Boy Advance, I got 3 more boxed games. I am very selective when it comes to my boxed games, just because it costs a little more than the loose games for obvious reasons. But when they're in great shape and I can get a good deal on it, it's kind of hard to pass. The first one is Special Forces CT, or is it Special CT Forces? I've never actually heard of this game at all until I saw it on our buy and sell market, and I had to look it up. It looked like, from the gameplay that I watched on YouTube, something similar to Metal Slug, which I actually really enjoy. And the next game that I picked up from the same seller is Crash Bandicoot Entranced. Another game that I don't really see a lot around here. I have been playing Crash Purple on my Game Boy Advance and it's a lot of fun. So I thought another Crash game isn't a bad idea. And the last Game Boy Advance game that I got is a double the fun 2 games in 1 Paperboy and Rampage. So Paperboy I know is on the original Game Boy as well, and that is a game that I actually have been looking for. I don't think I've seen one anywhere locally, and as much as possible I don't really make it a habit to order anything online, so I am delighted to finally have it. The next pickup that I got is a 3DS XL bundled with some games. I do have 2 3DS XLs already. One is right behind me. It's the gold Link Between Worlds 3DS XL. It's the original one, and I also have the new 3DS XL. You gotta love the Nintendo names. The Galaxy Edition. The screen on that is bothering me a little bit. It's just very clicky, and also the screen kind of wobbles a little bit. So I wanted to get another new 3DS XL to become my new daily driver. This new 3DS XL, it is the original black color. Came with these games. One 3DS game, which is Fantasy Life. I love this game. I used to have it, and at a time when I thought that I was completely done with gaming, I sold off a lot of my game stuff, and one of them was this game right here. The rest of the games that came with the 3DS are DS games: Guitar Rock Tour, Sims 2, My Sims. Now the better stuff, Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. I think that's how you say it. I'm not too sure. I've never played it before. I am excited to try it. Next is a game that I used to have with my original DSi, one that I also sold when I thought I was done with game. Who was I kidding? And that's Pokemon White 2. It did come with 2 more Pokemon games that didn't have cases. The first one is Pokemon White, and the second is Pokemon Platinum. And last but not the least is Pokemon Soul Silver. Okay, sorry, my battery died, but I was just going to get into my next item, which this whole haul I didn't expect that I would buy, but this especially, because when it first came out, I thought that it was quite expensive, especially compared to its Nintendo counterpart, and it really just didn't have any nostalgic value for me, and that is the PlayStation Classic. So in Canada, this retails for $129.99 plus tax. And after the general failure of the console selling, it went down to $79.99 after the holidays. But this guy right here, someone got as a Christmas present, opened, played once, and pretty much repackaged it exactly the way they got it, and they sold it to me for way less than that $79 retail price. I knew I was never going to pay full retail for it, and I'm quite happy to have gotten it for the price that I did. And I don't know, maybe I'll attempt to mod it. I hear that that's easy now, and just add more games to it. If not, my sister, if you're watching this, you may end up getting this because she's the PlayStation fan between us two. Now for the grand finale, I'm so excited to talk about this. It was very unexpected, but it kind of just goes to show that you can't really plan everything and not everything goes according to what you expect. I thought that I would be holding off on getting this until a certain title, you might have heard of it, maybe not, called Animal Crossing comes out this year, and that console is the Nintendo Switch. I finally got a Switch. Obviously, I'm way behind from the rest of the world, but I really thought that I would be waiting until Animal Crossing comes out. However, it was very hard to pass on this deal. I had been since the new year selling some of the items in my collection that I haven't really been using, and for the most part, it was also to put funds away for a Switch, just because I want to keep my collection generally free. It goes for $379.99 here in Canada, and the resale ones in our local markets generally go for between $300 to $330 still. It's very rare to see it below $300, and understandably so. There are a lot of people looking for Switches all the time, and again, I wasn't really looking for a Switch at this particular time. I was fully expecting at least closer to my birthday in the springtime, because I also want to work on my giant backlog of games. I'm having a lot of fun playing Red Dead Redemption 2 on the Xbox One and giving that console a little bit of loving because I mostly just play handhelds, and I haven't played on the Xbox in a long time until I got that game for Christmas. How I found this was all by chance. I stopped at the gas station on the way home from work and popped open my phone. I was waiting for my tank to fill up, and I was just mindlessly scrolling, and on Facebook Marketplace is one of the recommended picks on there. I see a picture of a loose Switch. It was just a Switch console, and it says pick up in this city that's about 25 minutes out from where I live. It only showed the box and the Switch, and it was advertised for $200. So I messaged her right away. The ad's been up for at least an hour at this point, and I was fully expecting that someone has already picked it up, because $200 for a Switch, 200 Canadian for a Switch, I thought was a great deal on its own. And she said, nope, it's in excellent condition. It is like new. It's barely used. It still has the dock and all the original accessories. It's just that I don't play with it anymore, and I wanted to go to someone that will enjoy it. Then she mentioned that it also comes with 5 games. Because it wasn't in the photos, I assumed that they were going to be downloaded on the console, to which I didn't really mind if I were going to lose them when I put in my Nintendo ID, because for $200 a Switch console, like new, everything included, I was more than happy. But I get there, and it came with 5 physical games: Go Vacation, Mario Tennis Aces, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, and last but not the least, Super Mario Odyssey with a Traveler's Guide. I technically got it for free in my mind, just because it was less than the amount that I got from the other things that I sold off from my collection. And as an added bonus, I swung by EB Games today and picked up a brand new copy of LA Noire. I had LA Noire on the Xbox 360 and I never finished it. I really love this game. This was one of the titles I knew I wanted to get for the Switch when I do get one, and it just so happens to be on sale at EB Games, which is our Canadian GameStop. So that concludes my January 2019 pickups. First pickups of the year, I'd say I got everything for an amazing deal. I'm now a new and very proud owner of a Nintendo Switch. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, let me know by hitting that like button and commenting down below. I read absolutely every single comment that you leave, and I love it. I appreciate you all who take the time to do so. Let me know in the comments if you like this style of pickups video and what other kinds of videos you want to see me do next. And that is it for this video. I will see you in my next one.